Chicago's very own 9 o'clock news.
Morton East and West students staking their school records on it, and tonight questionable expenditures by school officials there could force the local superintendent out. Good evening, I'm Rick Rosenthal.
And I'm Allison Payne. And the recent storming of a school board meeting by students from the schools is also leading others to take notice of questionable expenses by the school board. The latest, an ordinary personal computer. A number of them have been purchased by the superintendent, and that's the source of questions surrounding the school superintendent in that district. Superintendent Alan Klingenberg, seen here with the silver hair, is accused of diverting funds intended for a school parking lot to buy 400 computers like this one. The computers were not purchased for students, rather for faculty, staff, and school board members, including George Schwach. Schwach claims Klingenberg told him the computer purchase was perfectly okay.
He said he had got a legal opinion from our attorneys that there was no problem with the purchase, that we could go ahead and use the levy for the purchase.
But State Senator Judy Bartopinka says differently. She sponsored the bill that allowed Morton schools to use the funds earmarked for educational facilities to get the parking lot. She says she knew nothing about the computers, and she's hot.
This is the first time in 12 years I've ever had a jurisdiction stiff me and ask for legislation and then proceed to use it for some other reason.
Topinka says she's asked the state school superintendent to investigate, and she says she's also passed on information to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, but she won't say any more about wrongdoing or possible charges.
Things, I think, are run a little differently in high school districts.
Meanwhile, the students who started all this held a news conference today. They say they formed a committee called Students Against